Police in New York and other major U.S. cities urged to stay on alert after a repeated call from ISIS to kill officers, soldiers, and civilians. The threat specifically targets the U.S., France, Australia, and Canada. Our coverage continues with Justice correspondent Pamela Brown. She's live in Washington. What do we know about these threats, Pamela?
Well, Allison, it appears that this is a move by ISIS to seize on the momentum right after the Paris attacks. ISIS releasing another propaganda video over the weekend, once again calling on believers to target soldiers, law enforcement, intelligence officials, and civilians, particularly in Europe, America, Australia, and Canada. And in light of this, the NYPD put out a citywide notice to police, and the FBI sent out another bulletin reminding officers to stay vigilant against attacks. This follows another warning from the FBI in the wake of the Paris attacks, highlighting the fact it appears the suspects had formal training. So while AQAP has claimed responsibility for directing the attacks, as we heard in John Berman's piece there, U.S. officials, including Attorney General Eric Holder, told CNN's Gloria Borger the U.S. government hasn't determined that. Holder is in Paris meeting with top European officials. He did that over the weekend on how to combat this problem better through information sharing. And the fact that these decentralized, smaller scale and harder to detect operations like we saw in Paris are driven in some measure mainly by al-Qaeda and ISIS, really is the new face of terrorism. Allison?
Pamela Brown, thanks so much for that update.